Welcome to You Had Me At Podcast, where we fall in love with romantic comedies all over again, 1 decade at a time. I'm Jess Sterling, and of course, I'm joined by my co-host, who definitely has his ducks in a row, Stuart. Stuart, how are you?
I don't even have ducks, let alone have them in a row. I don't think anything could be described as having anything in a row in my life at this stage.
Well, maybe you can just be with like Oliver. Don't you want to be like Oliver? You know, just figuring like, no. I'm already
Do
mad.
I?
I'm already so mad.
Yeah. We've been talking about this before. This is going to get, I think, perhaps a little bit heated because you have a real affection for this, right?
Yeah. So this is a movie, which a lot like Love is what we're talking about, came out in 2005. For context, I was 14 when this movie came out. To also keep in context, I was at the height of my like romantic comedy phase in life when I was a teenager. So not only did this come out at the right time for me to enjoy it, I was in my feels when I was 14 years old. I also adored Ashton Kutcher when I was a teenager. Like, okay, I'm going to give you some context. I know he's making the eyes. I understand.
I should not judge you for, at the time, Ashton Kutcher, totally understandable. Current day Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, no. Yeah. Again, I was a teenager. But so in my bedroom growing up, I had these closet doors that were like, so the kind that you normally open, like they're like accordion style, right? That have like 4 different panels. And I dedicated one section of each panel to like who I had a crush on, what celebrities I had crushes on, right? So like,
Need to hear them all.
Chad Michael Murray, very obvious pick. I loved Chad Michael Murray. The guy Seth from the OC, Seth Cohen, Adam Brody. That's he was on one.
Okay, yeah.
Sometimes I rotated them in and out, but like Chad Michael Murray was a staple. He was going nowhere. One of my panels at one point was dedicated to Ashton Kutcher. So like, I loved him. I thought he was so funny. I mean, this was like when Punk'd was on, like, you know what I mean? Like he had a presence. He was in a lot of shit. He was in Just Married. Like, you know, he was in stuff. I don't know who the other panel was. Maybe Tom Welling. I had a big thing for Tom Welling when he was in Smallville. Could have been
not
him
me.
At one point.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Pro advice for anyone that's watched a certain documentary about a certain cult: don't go Googling Smallville actors. It's not fun.
No, it's bad. It's all bad. So me being a teenager with this coming out at the right time, with my love of Ashton Kutcher, and the fact that I would buy a DVD of a movie if I really liked it. This is way back when, right? I watched this movie countless times. I've seen it so many times, to the point where we've talked a little bit about this. I had a small MP3 player at the time. When I forgot my first MP3 player, was not an iPod. So you could only put like 50 songs on it, very limited storage space. Multiple songs from this soundtrack were on that MP3 player. Like, I won't be able to like look at this movie with any sort of logic of like the actual movie itself because of how much I adore it. I just love it. I love this movie, and I'm really happy that we're talking about it because I never hear anyone talk about this movie. Like, it is truly lost in time. I don't even think it's on a streaming service. Like, no one talks about this movie ever.
Yeah, so like I want to get into that, Jess, because I just want to see whether or not your brain is still functioning like as it should be. Any thoughts as to why that might be?
No, I don't get it. I think here's the thing. I also really adore Amanda Peet. I think Amanda Peet is actually really talented. Ashton Kutcher, you know, as an adult, I see now, probably not so much in the talent department. I think he was funny on that 70s show back in the day.
Yeah, I think like Ashton Kutcher, like he's a good actor. I'm gonna give him that. And I think that like he's certainly a great comedic actor. Like
he's good with the comedy stuff. Yeah,
Kelso, I want to say his name in that 70s show. Like he's hilarious.
Isn't that the bad guy?
No, it might be the bad guy. But yeah, whoever he plays in that 70s show.
Jackie, he always says Jackie. You're right. It is Kelso. The other guy is not Kelso. Okay. Yeah, Jackie.
But like he's great in that. It's just the fact that he sticks up for certain co-workers and gives some character witnesses.
Not great.
Which is not great.
Yeah.
And he's also like, I don't know, just a bit weird, right? I think that's just the way of most celebrities. They get a bit older, you find out that they're just a bit odd. You find out a bit too much about them.
Yeah.
But Amanda Peet, I didn't even know of her in anything else, really. I couldn't say where I'd seen her from. But she's got like a really recognizable face. Kind of like, I thought she looked like a little, like a young Linda Hamilton at one point as well. Like she's got very kind of like similar facial structure. But like she's one of these actresses that just seems to pop up in a lot of different things.
She's
but I couldn't tell you exactly what from.
Have you ever seen Something's Gotta Give with I'm so bad with names. I'm so sorry. Literally every
Diane Keaton,
Jack Nicholson, and Diane Keaton and Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. So because that came up obviously recently with her death, and I was shame to say no, haven't.
You haven't seen it. No. I really enjoyed that movie as well. It does not. I'm sure it ages very poorly. But Jack Nicholson and Amanda Peet are like romantically involved in that movie. It's gross. But she's in Saving Silverman, which I've brought up as being like I was obsessed with it at the time. I just think she's really, really good, and I think I will defend the chemistry between the leads in this movie. I think they have incredible chemistry, which is one of the big hurdles for me in like romantic comedies. If the leads don't have any chemistry, it's really hard to buy into the movie. Mm-hmm. And I do feel like they have great chemistry. And I love a movie that does the jumping forward in time bit. I love it. I can't help it.
I can get on board with that. They certainly have chemistry. I love the time skips. Like I love this kind of like sense of just, let's see some history. Because all these one and done romances that just come and go, and they're like almost like these flashes. And I'm just like, that's going to be over next week. That'll be done. Whereas these long burn ones, when we get to see it like evolve over time, I'm like, this could last. This is probably going to rank quite highly when we get to the end for that. That only, I will just say.
Well, let me give a quick recap of what happened in the movie in case people didn't watch it, or maybe you haven't watched it since it came out all these years ago. So Oliver and Emily have a chance encounter on a flight from LA to New York City. Oliver is interested and tries to get to know Emily, who keeps finding reasons not to date him. He just graduated college, nearly a year ago, and he's still trying to get his ducks in a row. She's in her punk rock phase and always seems to choose the wrong douchey artist to date. He says he will be successful in 6 years, so she should call him then. Then we're starting to jump through time. 3 years later, reeling from a breakup and in desperate need of a date for New Year's Eve, Emily calls him. Turns out he's on the verge of moving to San Francisco as his online diaper business, Diaper Rush, has taken off. In the morning, he's gone, but leaves behind his camera for her. Back and forth they go, never getting the timing of a potential relationship quite right. First, Oliver's in a relationship, then he's moving to New York, then Emily is engaged. Throughout all of this, Oliver's business has fallen apart, and Emily has bounced from actor to photographer. How'd you like those full moon butts in front of the full moon, baby? After developing the roll of film from the first day they met, Emily realizes that her first strike against Oliver, which was her having to make the first move on him, was actually incorrect. He took a photo of her before she even met him. She dumps Jeremy. She dumps Jeremy Sisto. I truly don't know how she ever dumped Jeremy Sisto. Like, he would look at me and I'd be like, I get fine, let's get married like right now. And she rushes to hopefully stop Oliver's impending nuptials. Big fat yikes on her part. Luckily, he's not married. It's his Eminem loving sister's wedding. They kiss and it's happily ever after, baby. And that is our film, Stuart.
Not me Googling Jeremy Sisto while you were doing that.
I knew you were doing that when I said the name Jeremy Sisto. And like, okay.
I watched this film literally 45 minutes ago. I stopped watching.
It's very upsetting. Number one, have you seen 6 Feet Under?
No.
Okay, well, that is one thing people would definitely know him from.
Yeah.
Number two, you've seen Clueless. I know that much.
Yes.
Yeah, he's in Clueless.
Yeah.
He is so fucking hot. I can't stand it. He's so good looking. He's so attractive. He's very conventionally my type.
Yeah. I think it's just probably not the most flattering image that's first come up on Google. Looking through the actual Google images, especially obviously in Clueless and stuff like that. Yeah, can see it, but that first one that comes up.
The first one is tragic,
rough.
Yeah, it's he's looking a little on the rougher side, but yeah, that's our movie, Jeremy Sisto included. I love this movie. I really do. First of all, we have to talk about the way in which, and you coined this term, Amanda Peet is a chameleon, a true chameleon. Plop any wig on her head and she totally changes who she is.
Completely. Like the definition of it's not a phase mum, where like the whole rocker thing at the beginning. Yes. But I was just like, oh, okay, this is going to be the vibe for the remainder of the film. And then when we see her the next time, and I'm like, oh, I literally put in my notes, I was like, oh, she's a normie now. Like she's just completely changed. And I get that like the whole point is to like show the evolution of time, that she's grown up and stuff like that. But literally she looks so dramatically different. Yeah. And I don't know how people can do that into the sense of like pulling off the look.
Well, because
she
makeup,
looks I know, but like she looks legitimate as like kind of the rebel, like young 20-something, whereas like when she becomes a bit normie as the aspiring actress, she's just like, okay, like she looks the part. And then she does in all the other iterations as well. There's not this like awkward, I guess, stage. Like, you know, when like, it's a really bad reference, but Cloud Atlas, you know, when they play like different roles at different timelines and stuff like that. And it is like, supremely costumey. It's just, none of that felt like she was playing a part, which I will lend to its legitimacy. I was like, I was taken in by that. That was a really good aspect of the film. The hello.
The wigs are terrible, right? Like the wigs are bad. The hairs in general, like most of them are pretty awful. But I like. It gives it a sort of charm for me that like we get to see. I would argue like you do change so much between your early 20s and like early 30s. And by the end of the film, right, Oliver is like verging on 30 was what he says. Mm-hmm. So like we've spanned like 7 years time, and people do change, but I do think these characters still feel like who they felt like in the first scenes that we see them, but evolutions of those characters, right? Like I think Emily feels like she's a bit of a try-hard, a bit of like a snarky punk rock girl who has softened over time in a way that feels very believable, where she does feel a little aimless and directionless in the beginning. She finds a passion in photography. I love that we follow that through. And I really love that like the first moment of her even trying it is with Oliver. Like there are little things that are set up in the very like beginning of the film that pay off later that I really enjoy. And I think like Amanda Peet's performance is actually pretty incredible. She just feels very believable in that there's inklings of her personality that stay consistent. Like I think she's just very charming in that way, but she softens over time. Like the way she stares down Oliver when they first make eye contact at the airport, like does not break eye contact, is like, holy cow, like that is intense. And I think she softens a bit over time. Oliver feels a little bit less like that. Like I think he feels a little bit more consistent in that he doesn't change as much as it feels like Emily does. But
yeah, he feels a little bit like fully formed almost immediately since we get to meet him. He's this like gawky nerdy guy that's got some like aspirations, but kind of has a little bit of a cool streak about him that's like, you know, buried beneath the surface a little bit and needs maybe a bit of coaxing in terms of confidence, maybe to like get out there and stuff. But like, other than that, he's like fully formed, which I think probably speaks volumes about the writing of this film, in the sense of like, yeah, she's the one that goes on this journey. She'll fit the needs of whatever he needs at any given time based on her personality, which is what I was like the whole time. In a way, I was so glad that we did get the time skips and we got to move on from those, because we got almost like the Manic Pixie Dream Girl at the beginning. And that was the worry that I had. It's like, oh, here we go, 2 hours of this, great. And then when we got beyond it, but it kind of evolved into Needy Artist. And then it evolved into kind of like just Needy, which I just...
Yeah, there are moments
is the thing I didn't like.
There are moments where I feel like the characters are a bit much, or they're making decisions where I'm like, oh, okay, enough. But what I like is I think there is a give and take, right? Like, she has his number, so she's the one who has to make the first call. But then there is a bit of a back and forth. Like, sometimes she's calling him, sometimes he's calling her. It doesn't feel like it's one-sided. It does feel like it's fairly reciprocal. It's just there's always an issue, like someone's moving, someone's in a relationship, there's like problems, obviously, because the timing just isn't there for them. Yeah, it's interesting watching her. I like that we go from her being aspiring actor to photographer instead. I think that makes a lot of sense. Like, you know, in being in the arts, it makes sense for me that she would jump from one to the other. Now, you know, jury's out on like the amount of success she'd have. But I like that, like, we do get to follow her through that career journey. And I also really like that, like, we see Oliver make it big and then it completely crashes out. Like, that feels realistic, that like all of that could happen in 7 years' time, that he would. And then he ends up right back where he started, living with his parents. Like, I mean, let's face it, nowadays it is so understandable that people in their late 20s are living with their parents still. Like, the world is rough out there. It wasn't as rough in the early aughts, but like, it'd be rough. So, you know, he's baby. He is the baby that is, he is, what is it? Gabe the babe. That's
that gets me onto what I really want to talk about, which is the fact that this is probably the most realistic depiction of the kind of like 90s tech boom, in the sense of anyone can make a website that does anything. And so long as you are a presentable white guy, you don't even have to be presentable, as he demonstrated in this freaking film, and you get venture capital funding for a diaper delivery service.
Okay, in his defense, I actually think this makes a lot of sense. Where like I do. Here's the thing. This is like an early days version of like a subscription service where it's like, okay, I had a baby, it's gonna get bigger. Now, I don't have a baby. I know babies grow at different rates, okay? But like, the fact that you could be like, I have a baby, this is how big it is. And the program can be like, okay, well then at this point you're going to need this size of diaper, and have it like kind of auto, like, how different is this than like Chewy for dog food? You know, like, the idea of it is there. And I do think makes a lot of sense, especially because there's a lot of fucking babies in the world and they poop a lot. Like, there's a lot of diapers that need to be made.
I get it, and maybe like the models that support it like later, but like back then, like I'm just thinking like unhinged. Delivery costs, infrastructure, like all that, like around that time is just kind of absurd. Plus, also you've got like a limited time frame. Eventually, they stop shitting in their pants and they start, you know, using the toilet. So it's like
other people then have a baby, then there's more babies.
Well, yeah, so you've got to constantly get new customers, which means constant advertising, constant spending. I really thought too much about this. And not to mention that like all of their advertising was about pushing them to diaperrush.com. I get the pun. Hilarious. Well done.
So good.
And the website? Did you see the website?
It was the early aughts, Stuart. Actually, it was the 90s, wasn't it? It was the 90s because
do not care. That website, I don't care how old it is the worst website I've ever seen in my life. The logo was animated and you could barely read it. And the ugly Gabe baby, was it? Was it Gary was
Gabe
the first name or something?
Babe.
No.
Oh, Freddie or something?
Freddie, that was the first name. Yeah, like just a generic name. It just looked so bad. And I know, obviously, it's not a real website. That someone's just thrown this together on production. They did their best, and web design wasn't that prevalent at the time. But Christ, it looked bad. No wonder it failed.
Put some respect on Gabe the Babe's name. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can see the image.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it was the 90s. You know, like it was the 90s. It's fine.
That is horrendous.
It's fine.
That baby's face is gonna haunt me for the remainder of my life.
Babe. Yeah.
Oh, it was terrible. But like, there were just so many weird subplots to this film, which I'm thankful for, because if it weren't for those, this would be the most boring film I've ever seen in my life, Jess. I know you have an affection for it. I know we're finally getting into the point where I'm going to really lay into this film, but fuck me, it was so dull. Nothing happened.
Life happened. What do you mean? We had businesses booming, businesses failing. We had career changes, love interests. We had freaking the guy from Harold and Kumar gets a Hummer, then he has to get rid of the Hummer. We have Catherine freaking Hahn playing yet another supportive bestie. Love her, adore her.
Highlight Catherine Hahn appearing in it. So excited for that. But again, it was rescued by these like side characters and side plots. The two main leads were so dull. I just had no investment in them whatsoever. I
just find their like quirky antics so charming. The scene where they're in the car driving and Oliver is complaining and she just is slowly but surely turning the sound up on the song and singing over top of him. I love that moment. It's so great.
I mean, their dynamic and the way in which they get each other is a good thing. But it's incredibly disrespectful. It's also like reason why First Dude, which again, I'm not ever going to stick up for the guys of like dumpster fires that she dated. The guy from Josie and the
Pussycats, that guy?
Sure, the one that was like, I'm trying to work. Like,
the director guy. He sucks.
Yeah. But like
Peter.
She's got a call back and she wants to run lines and she wants him to like cancel all of his work that he's trying to do, but she's being obnoxious and like taking up space in the entire apartment. And I'm just like, girl, you two aren't a good fit. You're just not a good fit.
Yeah.
And I don't want to blame him in this scenario for that not being a good fit, because I think that like she's not necessarily like, I don't know, behaving in a courteous way because he's trying to freaking work. I don't know. Maybe I'm old and boring.
He seems like an egotistical nightmare. I feel like most director writers like are a bit full of themselves and it's like, my work is more important than yours. Like that's how he feels. Like he always is going to have the upper hand in their relationship because of how they met, where he was directing something that she was starring in, right? Like it just feels like he's always going to have the upper hand. But then like, fuck this guy. Fuck Ali Larder, don't fuck Ali Larder, but Gina, played by Ali Larder, who then dates him and breaks the fuck out of girl code. She said girl code, never fucking heard of her.
This, I wouldn't even go as far as to say this is girl code. This is just code. Just don't like
human code.
Don't fuck your friend's exes. It's just not on. It's like there's a line. You at least check in with them. Just like, you know, I don't know, maybe do the whole, I don't know, maybe like, I don't know, I've been speaking with you so-and-so recently, and then you kind of like slip in the friendship thing, and then you make it more normal. Yeah. You don't keep it a secret and then like divulge that out of nowhere and suddenly and expect everyone to be really cool with it. That's just totally not on.
Yeah.
Not cool.
It's
not cool.
Bullshit. Her boyfriend sucks. Here's the thing. I mean, they all do. The only partner that is like decent besides Jeremy Sisto, who is just so fine. I can't. I can't think straight whenever I think about him. Oliver's girlfriend, maybe even fiance, I don't remember. When his business is booming, right? Where who gets on his case about not remembering the wine. Like, Girly Pop is right. Like, she is so right. Like, oh, I got the wine because I knew you'd forget. Like, he's like, oh, that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. No, bitch. She just knows you're not paying attention.
Dude's got more important things. I did not get the impression. I did not get the impression from their relationship or dynamic. And maybe this is me being quite judgy and also like showing a bit of a bias here. I didn't get the impression that she was working. I got the impression that she was absolutely being a kept woman. In which case, you fucking buy the wine. You spending his money, you buy the wine.
Well, no, but he said that he moved into her place. So how the fuck did she afford that place if she doesn't have a job?
Maybe she's just maybe could be rich already.
Yeah,
maybe she's old
generational
money.
Wealth could be.
Maybe. But in which case, she doesn't need to buy the wine. Go into the family cellar and get the wine. Just go down together.
I just think they have such a good vibe back and forth between like the road tripping. I really love those scenes. I love the scene at the like Chinese food restaurant where they're playing the game of like who's gonna break first, who's gonna speak first. I would have fucking hated to be their waiter. Like they just spilled water literally everywhere. That is a nightmare.
No. Didn't just spill water, spat water at each other. They literally spat at each other.
But tell me you didn't laugh when she's pretending to choke and he's like, I'm not buying it. I know she's faking it.
Yeah, I will say I did laugh a lot when he just told the waitress, he was like, nah, don't worry about it. Like, she's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's funny.
I like the fact that they read each other well like that. That they were confident enough, even in that moment, to like make that kind of joke and to make that kind of like leap of just, I mean, this is bluffing it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So from then, the signs that this could work long term were already there, and I do like that because I do like this like long term romance, especially getting baked in early. That you're like, I believe in this like from the start. It's not will they, won't they? It's when they like are gonna like finally do this.
Yeah.
So I'm here for that. But don't spit on each other at Chinese food restaurants.
No, it's bad. It's really bad. It's really gross. Like, don't do this in a public place. If you want to do this in your own home, that's on you. But like, don't do this where other people have to like clean up. I will say, I have played this game before. And I feel like it was inspired by this movie. I in the back of my mind, I bet I was thinking about it. Very, very early in Will and I's relationship. Like it may have been like a second, third date. Like it was very, very early on. I was like, we were talking about something and I can be known to be a chatterbox. And I was like, I bet you I can go longer without saying anything. And he was like, I don't even know if he wanted to play this game. Like he probably was very uninterested, but I was like very invested in winning, obviously. And we get to the point where like I was dropping him off at his place, I think. I must have driven. And he was like leaving and he was like, okay, fine. Like I give up. Let's go. Like whatever. And I won. So just like,
wow.
Just saying.
I will say maybe Will's playing long game with how kind of like stoic he is and very kind of like reserved in like Will is not, I think, a very kind of like, Will won't say stuff unless it means something, I kind of feel. Like, Will's a very, like, carefully like chosen with his words, doesn't really ramble or babble and stuff like that. I think Will's maybe, like, playing that game still a little bit. And
I don't know. He is chattier than you'd think. There are times when he gets very chatty.
You can get him going. You can get him going on certain topics.
Yeah.
Don't ever disagree with him on video game endings, I will say.
Don't disagree with him on video game endings.
Go on about those.
Never disrespect an animal. Never disrespect an animal in his presence.
Fair.
But yeah, I think those moments are really fun. I really like the like smile, you're with me, like as like a callback. I think was so stupid and funny. The putting the sunglasses like in his nose, like very childish, silly stuff.
Yeah, really childish.
But I prefer that in my romances over the like overly dramatic, like oh, I'm filled with, oh, the plight, oh, the dramatic, and it's just like, it's too much. Like, you don't love each other yet. Stop. Like, I would take the childish antics of like a newly budding romance friendship over the like, whoa, it's me. Like, it's too much for me personally.
No, I can get on board with that. I agree, because there is a certain charm to new relationships. Like the just start out, you've got those like, you got the giddy butterflies. You're still not absolutely just angry every time you look at them because you see their face too often. Like, you still got that, the little fuzzies a little bit, and it makes you act like a teenager. And you're like, no, you're silly. Like, you hang up and stupid bullshit. But like, that is charming. But to bring it back, just don't spit on each other. Like, just
yes, I agree with you there. Don't spit on people, especially in public. Don't do it. Yeah, I think they're very cute together. I think they have some really but I still think they also have some really great romantic moments, right? Like, I love the moon stuff, like the pulling over onto the side of the road, getting drunk on wine, taking that like a long exposure or something sort of photography where you have to leave the lens open for longer to get the light. I love that. We got to see some butts. Who doesn't love a butt?
Two quality donks. We'll just
good
say
old donks. Yeah.
Good donks.
Also, you'd probably like to hear this little tidbit behind the scenes that's been in my noggin rolling around for like 20 years. The moment when they're about to go out from behind the car and go stand in front of the moon, and Oliver is like, you said you wouldn't look, you looked. Like, that was not dialogue. That was like Ashton Kutcher saying to Amanda Peet, like, you said you wouldn't look.
I like the fact that when he was 20, he was like, I looked.
Yeah, I looked. Yeah.
That's pretty interesting. Yeah, because like that felt like a good story, like something a little bit quirky. I think that's kind of like, I don't know, maybe like I don't want to find their relationship just by like, going at it, but like they didn't meet by joining the Mile High Club and just like, immediately getting to it.
Yep.
So I kind of liked that this one was a little bit more romantic in a way, but then they just got to it in the middle of like a national park. Well, it felt like whole. Oh, gee.
It felt like the Mile High Club was fucking, and the station wagon Joshua Tree was making love.
Yeah, and I will say, in all of the back of the car make-out sessions that we've seen thus far, this one wasn't the worst.
Thank you. Best kissing.
Yeah,
like maybe not of all of the movies, but like good kissing.
I wouldn't. When he like aggressively kisses her at the end, like the out of nowhere kind of like just pounce on her. It's so aggressive. I thought she would like next scene she'd be in a fucking neck brace. Like, it was so just bam, and he was there in her face.
She already has a concussion from smacking into the glass door.
So the glass door, I will say, I totally did not expect it at all, and that got a huge belly laugh.
I knew that's what it was.
I was like, it was just stupid. Just absolutely. It's not just like the whack it. It was like her face. She was like, oh, like so bad. And
then the person has the audacity to be like, oh, were you the ice person? Like, bitch, no. See, this is. I will say this movie is still fairly balanced with the rom and the com. Like, I would argue, like, it's one of the more balanced.
No, because I didn't laugh at the fact that she'd done that. Like, I wasn't laughing at the goofy this. I laughed at the fact she looked like a fucking weird. Like, her face was just so wrong, and it was so out of place of a scene. This wasn't intentional comedy by any means. I think this was just bad comedy. Oh dear.
Speaking of comedy, can I ask you your thoughts on Oliver's sister?
Taryn Manning. Like, that's her name, right? Yeah,
that's her name, Taryn Manning.
From Orange is the New Black. Yes. I swear, looks identical identical. Like, she has always been, like, she's always been a meth head looking like individual. I'm really sorry if this ever gets wrong. I'm really sorry to say that. But, like, seriously, she looks the same. It's so weird.
Yeah. I enjoy their back and forth, and the fact that he goes out of his way to borrow someone's phone just to call her and lie and say he saw him in
that was pretty good, that show. I will give him props for that. There's nothing more realistic than going to extreme lengths to like prank or annoy your siblings. Yeah. Like, it's just a given, right? You've got to do it. You've got to do it.
And there's like, again, this is a time capsule, right? Like, this is an early aughts movie. The like, get off the phone. Like, that you're like being on the same phone as your sibling and wanting, like, it's so real. It is so real.
It did bring back that absolute paranoia of when you are talking to someone and you're like, is someone listening right now? Like, is this? I'll tell you part of the story and I'll text you the other part and you put the two bits together just in case. Yeah, that was... Why the hell would someone invent that method where you could just, pick up a phone and listen on someone's conversations on the same house as you? Messed up. I'm so glad that we're free of it these days.
Ellen's wedding dress, also the two-piece wedding dress.
Oh my God.
It's so trashy.
But like, this is the weird thing about them. She doesn't fit in that family. Like, is she a foster kid, or is she, I don't know, like,
she's surprised you're adopted.
It's like, is it that?
Like the easy, like, who told you?
Yeah, because like, I didn't get that vibe from the mom that we saw. I didn't get that vibe from him, that they were just like,
sometimes younger siblings just
country is a biscuit, as I've heard is the phrase. It's just so terrible. Oh God.
It's so bad. My face hurts. Oh my God, it's so funny. I love Ellen as a character. She just has such younger sibling energy. I love her so much. Oh my God. So again, like, the supporting cast, I do feel like does a decent job in this movie from timeline to timeline, right? Like, Catherine Hahn, iconic, she's in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I think she is a queen in her own right. She can play a leading lady, obviously. I think she's so good at the best friend. Like, she's really nailed that role.
Yeah. And it's a shame that we'll probably rarely ever get that now that she's like made it big and is Agatha.
Now she's Agatha, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Although saying that, as good as she is as a best friend, she is also good as the horny yet somewhat reserved wife in Step Brothers. That she is, again, we talk about a transformation.
No, it's so good. It's so good. Yes. So I so agree with that. The thing is, see, I'm just so upset with you that you've never seen Parks and Rec, because her as Jennifer something, Jen something, she is so funny in that show.
I didn't even know that she was in Parks and Rec.
Here's the thing. She's not like, she's like very much a character that shows up every once in a while. She's not in all the time. But when she does show up, her character is so funny. Jennifer Barkley, she like plays this character who like hates children, is very like businessy, has no time for like the softness or tact. She just gets right to the point. She's so funny.
I love her. I love her.
She's incredible. I want to be her. She's awesome. Yeah. So yeah, the other thing that I need to talk about, which I briefly mentioned earlier, is the soundtrack. Tell me you liked the soundtrack. Tell me you recognized a lot of the songs.
Recognized a lot of songs. Couldn't name hardly any of them, because they're those kind of like iconic songs that were just pervasive in that kind of like era. Because like couldn't name that song or who sings it. But
Life. What's wrong with you? It's by Third Eye Blind. Get an education.
Sorry, I'm not Shazam or iTunes. Like I like.
Wow.
But if you say to anyone, "Oh, that song," the do, everyone knows that song.
Yeah.
Like they're just
Save
so pervasive.
Tonight, let the break of dawn come tomorrow.
Sixpence None the Richer, is that the?
No, you're thinking of a different song. No, that's called "Save Tonight" by Eagle Eye Cherry.
Eagle Eye Cherry, that was the one.
Yeah, they do
did
have
you get, now that's what I call music compilation albums.
Yes, of course.
Over there. Oh, okay, yeah. I wasn't sure if that was just like a UK thing because they were very UK centric.
Back in my day, I had Now 4. Now it's like Now 170. Like
Now 4? Are you serious?
Now 4.
I had Now 42.
Maybe we had different nows because that doesn't seem right.
Maybe. Yeah.
I had Now 4. Now.
Are you actually 80 years old, Jess?
Secretly, I'm 80.
No. Now that's what I call Music 4 featuring
okay,
Beethoven.
This is exactly it. Now that's what I call Music 4 was released in 2000.
Oh, okay. Wait, 42. So, when was that released? 1999 over here. Yeah.
Okay, so definitely different.
So different timescales. Yeah.
Okay. This came out in 2000. I'll give you like a million tries if you can name just a few of the artists that you think were on this album. For Now That's What I Call Music 4 came out 2000. The year 2000, baby.
This is the worst. Okay. No,
I believe in you.
I'm glad you do. Because it's too early for the likes. Is it too early for Britney and like all the pop shit like that?
This is prime Britney material.
Okay, well then I think I'm good. Britney.
Correct. You Drive Me Crazy was on this CD.
All right, I know the time frame. We're good. Possibly a little too early crazy for Christina Aguilera, right?
A little too early for her. She's not on here. I don't know if it's a little too early, but she's not on here.
Oh God, who would have been ready about that point? Destiny's Child?
Not on this one.
Damn it.
Although there is someone who reminds me a little bit of Destiny's Child.
Reminds you a little bit of Destiny's Child?
Mm-hmm.
Jess, I'm going to really need some help. Otherwise, we're going to have dead air on the podcast.
Okay. So you're missing a boy band. You're missing a few boy bands, actually.
Oh, Backstreet Boys. NSYNC.
Correct. Larger Than Life. No NSYNC, but Backstreet Boys was on this one.
No NSYNC?
No NSYNC. You're missing another boy band. Think a little earlier than like Backstreet Boys, I would say.
New Kids on the Block?
No, Hanson.
Bop. Oh, yeah.
The thing is, it's not even Mbop. It's This Time Around for some reason.
They had a song that wasn't Mbop?
Yes. You are okay. So the one that I was thinking of, Aaliyah. Do you remember Aaliyah?
Oh yeah.
She was on this one. We have some Savage Garden. I knew I loved you before I met you. One of my favorites. Stop it. What are you doing with the face?
You seem to be singing like all of the songs that aren't like the default song, I think, for these people.
That's on Now 4. What do you want from me?
I mean, you can sing this one that's on there. Yeah, that makes sense.
My fave pop punk. Do you want to guess what pop punk band made an appearance on this?
Pop punk band in 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Which one would it have been? I feel like it's all a bit too early. Help. Offspring?
Blink 182.
Oh,
all the small things. That was the one. And there's a song. Yeah. There's a song on this CD that like you could never name the artist, I'm positive. But you know this song because it was so pervasive. Blue dabba dee dabba da. Okay. Do you remember that song? You don't know that song?
Eiffel 65? Or Eiffel
How did
something?
you know who sings that? What?
I know. I have a weird pop knowledge, and it's like very UK centric, where I could name like pop band members and stuff like that. There was a thing over here that we used to have called Smash Hits. Now I'm really really showing my age. Smash Hits was a magazine that was like pretty much like a cultural thing way back in the day. Then the internet came along and absolutely demolished it, and like it became a thing. But it was the only place that you could get like song lyrics back in the day, because they'd be released in the magazine. You'd cut them out and like you'd keep them and stuff like that. It was just that era where like we had that. You had music videos on like MTV, the box, and everything like that on cable. And so you'd be like just watching them 24/7. And it was just all that era of pop music. So I have like this weird thing. And that was one of the one hit wonders. And it would just always come up in the lower third. Mm-hmm. So it's baked in there.
Blue, dabba, dee, da, da, green. There's also J-Lo was on this, Waiting for Tonight. Waiting for Tonight. Wow.
Whoa.
There's Smash Mouth.
Hey now.
Yeah, but this one's Then the Morning Comes. That's the one that's on this one. Train.
They had a song that wasn't the Shrek song?
Yes. Stop it. Meet Virginia by Train. You know that one?
No.
She doesn't own a dress. Her hair is always messy. Catch her stealing and she won't confess. She's beautiful. Smokes a pack a day. Oh, wait, that's me. But anyway, that's how it goes.
Bit too country, maybe.
It's really not country. I'm just putting on a weird voice for it.
Okay.
And then there's one other song that I feel like you definitely know. If I said the artist, Macy Gray.
I try to say goodbye.
Yes, that's the one.
Everyone knows Macy Gray. Yeah.
Okay, that's the one. So anyway. That was our diversion into now. That's what I call music for.
That's so weird. Yeah, like I was looking at the place. I know will not bore the viewers with like very niche things, but ours is very UK centric, like UK pop. You will not name like any of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had like the occasional like hits thrown in of like the Beatles.
I don't know. Adele. I don't know many British people.
Yeah, it was the Beatles and Adele, nothing in between. British music is known for nothing else. Well done. That milestone in the middle. Spice Girls.
Woo, baby, nailed it. God. The other thing is, I love the song "Breathe." That's 2 a.m. and I'm still awake, writing a song. If I get it all down on paper, it's the very end of the movie. That one comes on.
I was about to warn you about not singing too much, otherwise. Yeah, I mean, no.
Did you? Okay, tell me you loved, even though it was horrendous, even though it was really bad. Tell me you loved Ashton Kutcher performing John Bon Jovi.
No, horrendous.
I had the actual song on my MP3 player, not the Ashton Kutcher version.
No. Okay. Yeah, okay. I thought you meant the actual cover. His singing was terrible. It wasn't endearing. The fact that people applauded it was just, I don't know.
I think they applauded the gesture. Not the actual singing.
I guess you can get away with saying that.
Is the same one that he saw in the window in the beginning of the movie. Did you like that?
Did you like how I didn't notice that, Jess?
It's fine. I've only seen this movie like 50 times. It's whatever.
That's a real thing to notice. It just looked like a regular guitar. Okay, but you're like saying it almost as if that is, look at like the good continuity. Yeah. I'm thinking of it. Look at the cheap prop master that's just reused that guitar.
So this clip right here, this moment in the podcast was in the conceit of the podcast. That's what you would say. And what I would say is, but look what they did.
It's romantic.
It's so romantic. If you leave me now, you take away the
biggest part of me. Oh, yeah.
It's so good. But the other song that I fell in love with that I still to this day like love and know the words to is Brighter Than Sunshine. And that's the moon moment. I never knew what love was for. Na, 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 na,
yes. Yeah.
The soundtrack's great.
So iconic music. And I will say, like, really at the time, makes you really nostalgic. Could barely name any of it, but that's not the point of it. It's all about just, you hear the banger, you sing along to it, you know it. Yeah. They nailed that unintentionally. But that's
so intentional.
No, it's not intentional to be nostalgic. It's just a film of the time. Like, I thought you now.
Meant like they accidentally put good music on the movie.
No. It was an intentional choice to pick good music from the time period. It's just, it's it's just the virtue of being 20 years old, Jess, that it's now nostalgic.
Listen, I'm vintage, and I like this music.
An elder millennial.
Ew.
So we're called. That's what I've been referred to as. I hate it.
I think I'm smack dab in the middle of the millennial. I don't think I'm an elder millennial, am I?
What's the actual age range for millennials?
I think my brother's considered an elder millennial.
Ugh, millennial. You would think that I would know how to spell millennial after all this time.
I know.
Age range. Anyone born between 81 and 96.
Oh, well, then maybe I am an older millennial. I'm 91. No, I'm a younger millennial.
No, yeah, you'd be a younger millennial.
I don't know maths, okay? This isn't a maths podcast.
Yeah, I think I'm in the bracket of elder millennial, I think.
Wow. Yeah. Ugh.
So old, vintage.
So, ew. Okay.
Cut that.
No, I'm leaving it in. Let's talk about our you had me at moment. The most moment / the best grand gesture. I do think there are a couple of options here. And I know you don't want to admit it, but there's numero uno. In terms of grand gestures, we have the guitar, the singing of the guitar outside the gorgeous apartment, by the way. I would love to have like a little terrace area there. There's that moment. The moon moment, the moon photo, I think is like a romantic moment. It's not really a grand gesture, but it's a romantic moment. And the obviously like interrupting the wedding is a choice, but it's there. It's an option. It's a gesture.
That's a messy gesture. That is.
It's a messy gesture. Or there's also the New Year's Eve thing. I think I love the moment where she's like watching her fucking ex about to make out with someone, and boom, there he is, make out time, right as the ball drops.
Bam, breaking her neck again with breakthrough speed of just bam. Here I am to kiss you out of the blue.
Sometimes love hurts, Stuart.
It should not in that regard.
Sometimes love physically hurts, like whiplash.
With consenting adults, and I don't think there was consent in that whole encounter. Bam.
Anyway, what do you think?
Not a gesture. I mean, the thing is, I kind of want to. I'm gonna give it to the photo and the moons. We saw two of them. Yeah. Anyway, the moon photo thing, I'm going to leave it to that. But I will say I am slightly soured on it because it comes up when he's stalking her at the art gallery, which is, again, another point against this film's favor.
He is a little stalking.
A little.
Yeah. It's like he just wants to see her. He's like, this is her gallery. I want to check in.
Hey, I'm an old friend of the artist. Would you mind next time she's in giving her my number and having her call me if she would like?
That's fair.
Solved.
It's very solved. Fair. It's very fair.
That was no grand gesture, but what's yours, Jess?
I love the moon photo. I think because you have that covered, I am going to go for the guitar. I think it accomplishes many things. Number one, it's horribly embarrassing, which I think is like, if you're putting yourself out there and it's embarrassing, I love it. Number two, it's an inside joke of like, oh, she dates Bon Jovi. Like, I'm going to learn a Bon Jovi song. 3, that was a strike against him, was that he didn't play guitar. Now he does. I think the whole thing is cute, and I'm going to put it on the list.
Can we get into this? Because I don't think we talked about this at all.
Yeah.
The strikes. What the hell is with old films and people having fixed rules in their life of what they will and won't accept? Like, I get it. Establish boundaries that you will and won't go beyond. But don't just come up with these arbitrary rules of what your love is going to be. Like, the whole, they need to make the first move. Like,
yeah, that's gross. I don't like that as a rule. I do think the rule thing, though, feels very early 20s to me. You know, it feels very young to have so
childish
many rules
and
for
immature.
People you want to date. It does. It feels like, oh, I have all these rules for reasons I will and won't date someone. Like, he didn't make the first move. He doesn't play an instrument. Maybe guitar was specific. I can't remember. And his he's a Cancer. He has a bad star sign.
Yeah.
The other
but
one.
I feel like all of those rules are kind of like the modern day equivalent are the stereotypical like Tinder, like do not talk to me kind of things of like must be over 6 foot, must earn over X amount of money kind of things. Same with like guys having the same ones for like girls, like the really kind of like vain ones of like must weigh under this kind of awful things that people put on it. And I feel like it's just evolved into like, oh, I have strong opinions of what I will and won't accept for myself, which is kind of good for your own, like, I guess, mental health and things. But don't just make them arbitrary BS rules that really have no real factor on whether you are going to like someone or not. Have your rule be, I won't date someone unless they treat me nice. I won't date asshole directors who really pay me no attention when I need attention. Like, I do think the like
not dating a smoker thing makes sense. Like, that's a health thing.
Yeah, but that's a preference. I think that's totally acceptable because that would absolutely be on my list.
Label these as preferences. I think like it's like, oh, I'm attracted to people who play musical instruments, right? Like that's different than being like, I will not date someone if they don't play an instrument, because you could learn an instrument.
And that's the thing. They might play an instrument that isn't sexy. They might play the saxophone.
Stop it! I knew you were going to do that. As soon as you started to say the sentence, I knew where it was going. I knew where we were. I'm upset. The saxophone is the sexiest instrument. I don't make the rules.
I went to a concert the other day and there was a reed player. They came out with a flute, then they played the clarinet, and then they played the saxophone. And I literally thought, Jess would love it right now.
Because saxophones are sexy. I will say, are.
It did get real funky and a bit sexy in terms of like the music that's being played. And I was like, maybe she's got a point. Maybe she's got a point.
Saxophones and guitars, I think they're both up there.
What's down there then? What's an unsexy instrument?
A flute is unsexy.
What?
Okay. Number one, the way you have to be like the hand positioning that you have to have for a flute.
Breath control though. The discipline.
Sure. I mean, you could say the same thing about beatboxing.
I was going to say a tuba.
Yeah, it sounds like farts.
Yeah, exactly. Any instrument noise that you make that sounds like a toot? No, thank you.
That's fair. Tuba definitely up there. I think flute for me. Oboe is kind of like, I mean, I'm not gonna talk about serendipity, but it's not a good look when he plays the oboe. It's really not a good look.
I feel like you are talking about serendipity there, Jess.
Yeah, I think those are like the least, maybe like a cello, you know?
Oh no, cello's cool. Yeah. We love a cello.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a like great cellist that played at the Hans Zimmer concert I went to, and I was like just watching them in just falling in love. I was just like, I love it so much.
Yeah.
Plus, like
I'm trying to think of other unsexy instruments, because like drums, sexy. Like you're just like smashing around, like great. Like a trombone can be sexy. Maybe trumpet. I think the brass instruments are tough. I think the brass ones are tough.
Yeah, I feel like it really does depend on what they're playing though. Because if it's like a real like that, no, get out. But if it's like a good jazzy kind of like maybe that could work.
Yeah,
who knows?
The thing is like, because I was in band, unsurprisingly to literally anyone who listens to this podcast, I was in band for a while when I was a kid, and I do remember. The gross thing about the brass instruments was they had like spit drains that would like gather the spit from playing them. And that is so fucking foul. So the idea of that, like, you don't have a spit drain on a guitar. Oh, piano, also a very sexy instrument, I will say.
Hugely sexy. Yeah. I would say the most versatile of sexy instruments. Exactly. Tickling the keys. Dexterous fingers. Never not going to be sexy.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we've nailed it. I really think we've nailed it.
Yeah, write in if you disagree.
Please let us know. We've really gone all over the place.
Write in if you play the oboe, tuba,
the flute.
Or the flute, that was it.
Okay, let's get into our meet cute and meet creep meter, baby. Let's talk about how red flaggy this couple is.
I think good points and bad points. I think that obviously I don't think that their first encounter is actually all too problematic. I love that it was led by her, even though she would want it not to be. It would be certainly creepy the other way around. But I think like she caught the vibe. Like she knew that he was interested, and like
I fucked the shit out of him. Yeah.
She did. She absolutely did. And so of course, like, I mean, well, let's just get down to it normally. So like I think like I'm not gonna like mark it down for anything of that. I like the fact that they established that they had chemistry really early, that there was longevity with this. I love the fact that there was this kind of like just things not working out. That's life. That's really good. She picks bad people. Maybe he's a bad person too. There is that possibility. Just going to put that out there.
Yeah. Okay.
Additionally, he kind of stalks her.
A little bit.
Lastly, she is willing to interrupt a wedding. Right. The moment you go in and you see people in suits and flowers and caterers, you get the F out. I don't care how much you love him.
She did try to, but the glass door was in the way.
A little too late. A little too late. And she fucked that up as well. So that's a point against her. But I think there's like hit and miss. I'm willing to like put it in the middle for me. I think we can fix them. I think maybe there's a hope there.
Okay.
Do you feel that they're soulmates?
I think they're higher up than this. Here's my arguments for them moving up. Because yes, there is some light stalking. I will say this is pre-internet, like this is pre-cell phones and texting, and like getting a hold of someone can be difficult, right? But I will say the longevity, right? Like when we're looking at a 10 Things I Hate About You, when we're looking at an Easy A, they've known each other for like months at most.
Yeah.
These people have known each other for 7 years. Like they've not really always been in contact through that time, but the basics are there. They can get along, also local to each other, which is a big, not the holiday.
Eventually.
Looking at you. Yeah, exactly. Eventually they are now. So that works out nicely. Physical chemistry is there. I think if you can laugh with somebody and they make you we see multiple times in this movie where like one of them is in a bad spot, like emotionally, mentally, whatever, and the other one is able to pull that person out. Like even the thing with like her asking him to put flowers on her mom's grave, like that was like such a weird little note, right? Like they kind of just throw in there. However,
I was like, cut this out.
It could have been
so unnecessary.
It could have been trimmed, but I think it does point to like, I'm sure she doesn't talk to everyone about that.
Yeah.
I just think that like the basics are there for them to have longevity in a relationship together. I think their problem for the entire film was timing. Like they just never got the timing right. So I think they have everything else. And the other thing is, we gave eyelid kisses soulmates. Literally a man kissed a woman's eyelids.
Yeah, I think we fucked up.
I think we did, but I just think that like they have more longevity than anyone else on this tier ranking. Like they have so much more back and forth than anyone else.
More than the wrong Paris. How dare you, Jess? How dare you? That seminal rom-com film. No, I'm kind of willing to agree. I think because like I marked down 10 Things and I marked down Easy A for the high school of it all. I can't with that I can't even entertain the idea that they're soulmates. I'm that much of a like, yeah, okay, I get it. Occasionally people fall in love and meet their people like in high school. Well done. You're a rarity.
So annoying.
Disgusting. Disgusting is
Divorce
what it is.
already, losers.
No, it's endearingly sweet, but it's such a rarity. Yeah. Like, and I especially, I don't know, like, I see this probably working out better than those two. I just can't, for good conscience, put it in soulmate status.
All right, well then we could do Green Flags Galore if we could do it at the top of Green Flags Galore.
I'll compromise there.
They're not in high school. Also, I love the cover of this movie. I really do. I
will say that for a lot of it, I absolutely ragged on Easy A for those awful credits. But Easy A, great poster, I will say. But I love the branding on this. I love the fact that all of the the titles and the credits and the like artwork for the poster and stuff, it's all really consistent. I love me a film that's like consistent with the branding. Get that stuff done. Solid poster too. Yeah.
I love I mean, it's also, again, very nostalgic for me. Like, I did photo booths constantly with my friends when I was a teenager. So like, it's just of that time period, I think. Like, they're a lost art now, I think.
Yeah. I will say, like, the credits with the photo booth pictures and stuff like that just added to the whole like thing of chemistry. Like, you could see the chemistry with the photos that they took as well. They're really good.
Yeah. Okay, best in showmance score. This is where I'm gonna be so mad. I just know it. I just know I'm gonna be so mad at you. It's fine. It's fine. Give it what you will. Do your darndest.
I don't want to go first.
Oh, okay.
I'm nervous.
I'll go first. Here's the thing. I've been honest so far. Like, I just have so much nostalgia for this movie. I cannot break that apart from like the actual logical, like, is it the best script? No, I think there's the physical chemistry between the leads. I do think it's a good blend of like romance and comedy. Like, I think it has both. It's not too sappy. I really love a friends first, even though they fucked. Like, they didn't develop
you can be friends and just do it. Yeah.
They didn't develop a relationship immediately, which I also really like in a rom-com. I like the slow burn of it, and I love a jump through time, like a When Harry Met Sally, right? Like, I love that sort of a thing in a movie.
This film wishes it was When Harry Met Sally.
Oh, obviously it's not When Harry. That's like, come on now. We recently watched, what the hell? It was an Emily Henry book. What is it? People You Meet on Vacation. Have you watched that?
No.
It's an Emily Henry book. It came out, I think it was like a Netflix movie. It came out like last year, or maybe it was even earlier this year. We watched that, and it was fine. It was good. It was okay. But same kind of thing where you go through time a lot with it.
Yeah.
You start at the end and then you kind of like go back like 9 years or whatever. Anyway, all of this to say, where do I land? I just am so biased. But I don't care. I love this movie. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. That's what I'm giving it. Because I love it.
That's not as wildly high as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Which is good, because then I don't have to swing the other way like I thought I would need to like out of the average. I'm trying to compare this to other films because I certainly think this is a better film than Say Anything. I'm gonna say that. Like, Say Anything had some, I think, more iconic moments, but as an actual film itself, I felt it was a bit long. I was like, we could have cut again a good 20 minutes from this. I think I messaged you at one point. It was like, how are there 25 minutes left?
We could cut a little bit of time for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So like, cut a little bit of that. It's nowhere near as good as 10 Things. I think it's better than This is the thing. If it's better than The Holiday, it has to be better than Easy A based on my rankings. And this is where rankings become stupid. So I'm going to give it a 6. I'm going to put it on the level with the rest of them.
Wow.
I think it's
666. That's unlucky.
That's
Here we are.
Terrible.
Here we are.
But yeah, I think in its rightful place below the wrong.
Here's the thing. I I'm not mad. I'm actually not mad. I really thought I was going to come in here and you were going to be like, it's a 3. Like, I really thought it was going to be like much lower than what you gave it.
I mean, was I slightly egging up how bad it was? I mean, I still wouldn't say this was a good film if I was asked. Yeah. But I think that there are things that make it endearing. I can see why you have such a nostalgia for it as well. Mm-hmm. But I would say that it didn't grossly offend me like some films do, Merv. Yeah. So I can't get too much on my high horse about it. I was like, it's an okay film.
And I don't think it like ages that poorly. Like there are some aspects of it that's like, oh, he does stalk her like a smidge too much. But like overall, I don't find it to be like overly problematic.
Yeah, I don't find that either. And I feel that even like his stalking thing, it's like he doesn't get anything from it. Like he's shown to be a bit foolish in the whole endeavor. Like especially when he turns up and it's not even her. I'm like, dude, you're gonna stalk correctly at least. Right?
Get it
How
right.
Embarrassing. So like, I think like overall, it's just all right. It's a bit mid.
Okay, it's better than not liking it, so I'll accept it. Next week we're back to the 90s, baby, back to my time. This is where I shine. So I made a list of like some options that I was thinking of, some of which I've seen and some of which I've never seen. Because I would say like I said before, with this being in the early aughts, I was in like prime territory for rom-coms in the early aughts because that's when I was becoming a teenager. There are some movies I've just never seen from the 90s. So I'm going to present some to you and you tell me your thoughts, because some of these are on our list, some aren't, and some I've seen and some I haven't. I do think there is like a common thread in a few of these, which is that I feel like it's interesting. We have not talked to Julia Roberts, and she is like kind of queen rom-com girly pop of the 90s. So
how
she makes
have we not? Yeah.
I don't know. So of the options, we have 4 Weddings and a Funeral. I've never seen it.
Same.
Okay. We have Ever After, a Drew Barrymore classic, which I've never seen. You're Googling.
Really?
It's like
never heard of this film.
It's like the Romeo thing, isn't it? Updated adaptation of a classic fairy tale. Listen, I don't know. I've never seen it.
I've never seen it either.
Oh, it's 2 hours. Anyway.
Woof.
Woof. Jerry Maguire. Never seen it.
Isn't that where we cribbed this name from?
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Still haven't seen it. My Best Friend's Wedding. Also haven't seen it.
Wait, my best friend's wedding. That's Julia Roberts as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then on to the 2 that I have seen: Wedding Singer, a classic, and The Parent Trap, which does technically qualify as a rom-com.
Parent Trap, getting its flowers, I will say, on TikTok in the last few years, when people have suddenly started looking at it and going, why is this film so beautifully shot? Because it's like just unnecessarily graceful with the cinematography that it has. Like it puts modern films to shame. That's a real left field choice. I can see it's got comedy, it's got romance.
Yeah.
It does have the story that has been done a billion times by the Olsen twins.
It's coined now, like it's called like, we're parent trapping them. Like it's a terminology now. Like a while back, Sarah and I had joked of like, do we on Shit 90 Shows Taught Me, do we watch It Takes Two and The Parent Trap and see which does it better? For being like, not almost kind of a separated at birth, not really kind of film thing. But anyway, those are kind of the ones that I had on my list of possibles to cover. I probably wouldn't want to do Wedding Singer. I think I've covered it on Shit 90 Show. I don't know that I have anything new to say about it. So I probably would lean away from that one. And Ever After, I'm going to take it off because it just looks boring.
Bye, Drew Barrymore.
No! I do love Drew Barrymore. She just feels real, even though she's definitely super wealthy. She feels like a real person to me. Anyway, I don't know. What do you
feels
think?
Like a real person to you? person who's grown up in Hollywood is probably the most Hollywood person in the world.
I know, but she seems normal, right?
Have you seen the video of her going out in the rain?
Okay, I have seen that, and she looks. I think my version of normal isn't most people's version of normal. I said to Will the other day, I was like, for a long time in my childhood, I thought I was like a normal person. Like I was like your average. But then like there hit a point where I was like, nah, I'm fucking weird. Like I'm actually really weird. And then once you embrace it, it's fine. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, of these movies, what are you thinking? We have Jerry Maguire, which is where we got the name for the podcast from. So that feels like it should be in talks for a contender. That one also has what's her face in it, right? Julia Roberts.
Renee Zellweger.
Renee Zellweger, sorry.
Yeah. Tom Cruise.
Ew.
Yeah. I'm fairly kind of like I mean I could go for any. I don't really have a real dog in this fight because it's not my choice this week, Jess, is it? Because of this awful deal I agreed to.
This is why I was bringing these up to you so you could weigh in.
Can I throw in another possible?
Yes.
Another possible option. Julia Roberts as well. Notting Hill, 1999.
Okay, I think I've seen that one.
But you've probably seen it because that's probably I think that's the most famous one. Yeah.
I have seen this one. I think Sarah and I talked about it on Shit 90 Shows Taught Me, and I think I didn't really like it. I know. I'm pretty sure I didn't really like it.
But it's really British.
That wasn't the problem I had with it. I think I didn't really care for Hugh Grant.
I mean, understandable position to take.
Yeah, listen, I adore him in Love Actually and his fucking dancing. But yeah, let's see. Maybe we didn't cover Notting Hill. What am I thinking of? How do I spell Notting? N-O-T-T?
It's not My Best Friend's Wedding, is it?
I don't know if we covered it. Maybe I just watched it. I have no idea.
I feel like of the Julia Roberts ones that are there, like I think Notting Hill is probably the most famous one, but For Weddings and Funeral is the one that like put her on the map, I think, of rom-coms.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think that like if I were to rate any of the Julia Roberts ones, that would probably be the highest. My Best Friend's Wedding probably lowest of the three.
Okay.
But then Jerry Maguire is up there because of obviously, I mean, the name. The branding. It's down on my rankings in terms of already just the Tom Cruise of it all. It is Tom Cruise, isn't it? That's in that one?
Yeah, it's Tom Cruise.
And then The Parent Trap is still up there just for being what it is. But Jess, it's entirely your choice. I say strong contenders across the board, and I don't think I'll be angry at any, because even if I don't like it, that makes great content.
I know. I mean, let's look at this podcast. We went places today. Okay.
And ended with me saying it was mid.
Yes. Well, you do often just try to bait me. So
I do love a good hyperbolic reaction.
Yeah. Do I roll a die? Because that feels like fun.
I mean, we do like dice.
I always have a die near me. There's one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's narrow this down here. Let's take off My Best Friend's Wedding so that we have it down to 4 options. So we have 4 weddings and a funeral, Jerry Maguire, The Parent Trap, and Notting Hill. So 1 through 5 is 4 weddings and a funeral, 6 to 10, Jerry Maguire, 11 through 15, Parent Trap, Notting Hill is 16 through 20. Okay. We're rolling, baby.
Tension.
Of these films, I've seen 2 of them, but like if you ask me literally pretty much anything about Notting Hill, I would not be able to tell you anything. Okay, we have a winner with a roll of 11. Is that The Parent Trap?
The Parent Trap.
Yeah, baby. Put on your dancing
Lindsay Lohan.
Get your peanut butter and Oreos ready, baby. It's time. I love to talk about piercing ears with apples. Yay.
I was thinking we could talk about like Lindsay Lohan and her career and the ups and downs and crazy one. Freaky Friday. Talk about all that stuff. Chad Michael Murray.
Freaky Friday. Have you? Yes, Chad Michael Murray. Have you seen Freaky Friday? I haven't watched it yet. Is it good?
No, haven't seen that. Don't even think I can remember anything from Freaky Friday beyond just Jamie Lee Curtis just screaming.
Baby. Yeah, I'm old. What are you gonna say?
Yeah. What about the film though?
I had the DVD, obviously, because who was in it but Chad Michael Murray, and he was, as I said, a partition on my closet door. So, loved him.
I love it if you ever meet him. You're a partition on my closet wall. Like,
you were a partition on my. I've evolved, but I did adore him. I loved One Tree Hill back in the day. You know, I did go through a very like basic bitch phase. I'm probably still.
Don't we all?
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, I'm watching The Vampire Diaries right now. Like, I'm in my basic bitch phase still.
Yeah, I've been avoiding a lot of messages about the Vampire Diaries. I'm just like, that's just a world I don't want to be involved in. I feel like I shouldn't.
I'm definitely getting dumber as I consume it, but like honestly, I don't care at this point.
Everyone needs something like just turn your brain off and watch. I think everyone needs something
potato chips. That. Yeah, it's potato chips.
Yeah,
it's the potato chip equivalent of television. Anyway, in the meantime, hear me talk about Buffy the Vampire Slayer over on Shit 90 Shows Taught Me. We're in season 6 and it's depressing. So check that out. Like, it's really actually sad. But this is our penultimate season. So
that's wild.
Yeah. And we're still watching
covering it ever. Yeah,
it's been a minute. We'll be done. Our timeline is that we will be done the end of this year, 2026. So that's that. I know.
That's
and I recently
soon.
Yes. I mean, yeah, it's coming up. I recently also guested on Crying Laughing talking about Mad Men. If you want to listen, I've never watched it. I'm watching it for the first time.
Where are you up to now?
They are up to season 3. Let me confirm. I'm bad with that stuff. I think I'm in season 3. I think we're like getting towards the end of season 3, actually. Yeah, season 3, episode 10 was the last one I just watched.
When they started up, I was like, yeah, I'm going to give it a watch one episode, and then checked out, and I've been rewatching The West Wing. No.
Of course.
Yeah. I feel like I would like Mad Men.
I was just going to say, Mad Men feels like something you would like. The problem, the biggest problem that it has, in my opinion, obviously, is like you kind of hate everyone. There's really not like a hero of the show, which is difficult at times. Because it was in the age of like the anti-hero,
yeah.
So that's rough. Everyone's kind of a misogynist, which isn't fun. But
it's the times.
It's the times. So yeah, go check all of that out. I don't know. Anything else, Stuart?
Nothing from me. Haven't been on anything. Haven't guessed it. Have been delightful just in this little spot talking to you people. So, yeah.
Also, we got an email on Shit 90s for Buffy that said they came over from talking shit, and then you had Meat Pod. And they sent like a smiley face emoji after it, and I just cracked up. It was great. I loved it. I love Meat Pod.
So good. Love to hear that.
Oh. Also, an hour 22 in, we haven't mentioned this because we haven't recorded since the news of Catherine O'Hara's passing. And like, I just feel like I want to bring it up because obviously like it was rough. Like
devastating.
I haven't been as affected by a celebrity death, I think, since like the passing of like Matthew Perry, I would say was like the last one that like really affected me in such a way. Both in how sudden it felt and just in the outpouring of love that followed from everyone who's ever acted with her, knew her. A big loss. I think it really sucks. Moira Rose being such an incredible character that we obviously talked a bunch about when we covered Schitt's Creek.
Yeah, there was certain set of celebrity deaths I think that are like just so they affect everyone, and I think this one blindsided a lot of people because there were so many people who were just absolutely just taken out by this news, and I think that it speaks to the way in which Catherine O'Hara is just so like she's just been there for everyone, whether it's Home Alone, whether it's Schitt's Creek, whether it's Second City, whether it's like Best in Show, like she's always been that kind of just lovable personality that had been in many people's lives. And I think the reaction has been so sad, but also so gratifying to know that someone so funny brought so much joy to everyone. And I will say, as much as it was difficult to endure social media for a time, because it was like very painful to like constantly have that news being around, it was a joy to see all of the funny clips, all of the really lovely moments between her and the castmates, with her and Macaulay Culkin, for example.
His
tributes that came in. Yeah, Annie Murphy's as well, like talking about the lessons that she like wrote down that she's learned from Catherine as well. It just goes to show that like just beyond the role of Moira, she had just such a huge impact, not only in the world of comedy, but in the world itself, which is crazy to think about for an improv comic from Canada. Like, it's just not the kind of thing, and it just speaks so much to like just how fantastic she was. And it's been horrible, but it's been also a joy to be able to kind of like, I guess, have an excuse to watch all the videos and to kind of revisit everything. We talked about potentially doing something that we promised to do.
I know,
they put us on the spot here. So like ages ago, any listeners Talking Shit will know that we had a drive to get to 200 subscribers, and we still owe you a podcast. We're on it.
We'll do it. We'll get to it. Yeah. It's in tribute, you know, we got to do it, because gosh, she was a great one. I think like when I think of celebrity deaths that have hit me hardest, definitely Catherine O'Hara, Matthew Perry, and Robin Williams. I think we're like,
Robin Williams,
that was a big one for me, because it's just a lot of it goes back to like your childhood, right? Like, what do you remember fondly? And like, he's in nearly every movie I remember as a kid, you know. So it was a hard one.
Like and you get like formative movies that really kind of like are there for you at the time. Like child of parents who eventually separated, but the writing was on the wall there for years. And I'm like, as much as Mrs. Doubtfire is there as a outlandish and absurd kind of like situation, fundamentally it's about parents separating, and how like fundamentally there is still that bond and the love for the kids and everything like that. And I will just say hurts and thankful that it exists, and that there was someone as joyous as like Robin Williams to be there for it as well.
So
we talk about us getting old.
I just
everyone's dying.
Everyone's dying. So shouts to Catherine O'Hara, who gave us just so much joy while we covered Schitt's Creek over the past few years. So but next in 2 weeks we'll be back, and we'll be talking The Parent Trap and Lindsay Lohan, and good God, I cannot wait. That's going to be so much fun. So yeah, I don't know, Stuart. I think we should sign off and say goodbye.
Don't. You'll ruin it. Bye.